I hope your weekend was a good one. And I spent this weekend by moderating a writers panel with our writers group that I'm now the director of in one of our local libraries here in LA. We had a discussion on artificial intelligence and our writing community. And I can tell you that it was a very good discussion. I enjoyed hearing from all of our group members as well as fielding questions from the audience, talking about the effects of AI on our stories, our nonfiction works, you name it. A lot of the answers from the panelists were very good. There were concerns about AI, how it affects us culturally as writers who are the same hue, um, how it would affect our stories, our written works. We like to use it as a tool, which I have said in the past, but it's good to see that other people agree with that, that it's a tool to be used to produce good works. And also, there's the fact that it is here to stay. No matter how much we talk about it, how much that we feel it is a big, big concern down the road or even right now, it is not going away. It is here to stay and it's here to impact our lives. All I can just tell you is that as a writer and an author, we we have been very concerned about this technology entering our space. This is why the Writers Guild of America, who write screenplays, they went on strike, and other writing organizations have also expressed concern. Maybe not go on strike, but they have expressed concern publicly about the effects of AI, compensation, you name it. And all I can just tell you is that um, AI, from our discussion, is something to look out for when it comes to copyright or going back and rewriting old works. To, again, compensation was one of the big issues that we discussed prior to this forum and leading up to this forum, and also in the forum itself. We talked about these issues a great deal. But one of the things I can tell you is that our Rise group feels as if we just stick to it as a tool, as I mentioned earlier, then chances are we're not being harmed. But when it comes to replacing us as far as producing our works, then that may be a problem. For example, there may be an author, let's just say author X, who decided that they want to have a little bit of writer's um, glut, right? A bit of a writer's cramp, or I can't remember. Right, right. Well, anyway, they just don't know how to write a writer's block. See, I got one just now. A bit of a writer's block. And they don't know how to move forward with a project. They go to AI, they produce the work, or they put in a prompt, and then the AI will, of course, figure out the rest for them, and then they can produce their book that way. If they just solely rely on AI instead of just taking the suggestion, taking notes, and then that's it. But then it also adds to another question: who then receives the credit? Is it us, the authors, or is it the AI that receives the credit? Only because you had a writer's block and just couldn't move forward with your project, and then that's it. Now, there are organizations and there are also corporations that will, in fact, enforce and have made decisions regarding the use of AI in our works. So we have to be very careful. And in fact, if you're also concerned about this issue, I would suggest you do a Google search and look up the regulations and um, facts that you can use AI if you plan to write a book one day. But all I can just tell you is that right now, from the forum that we had, there are a lot of good answers and concerns from the audience about AI, and many people were not really sure what it is going to do down the road. In fact, everyone from the panel to the audience wasn't quite sure. this is a new phenomenon right now, and it's new in that we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how far legislation is going to go. All we can do is just continue for ourselves, just to produce the work that we can produce. And if we have to use AI, turn to it like a consultant in the consulting role, or just turn to it as something that will give us an idea to jumpstart an idea. But hopefully, we know that it is our ideas that move the project forward and not just simply rely on AI. But again, these are all situations that are individual, and it's not judging one or the other, saying this is the template that you must go by. But again, AI is just starting out, it's just emerging in our writing community, and we have to be very aware of what it means for us as authors. Is it good or ill for our creative juices, or is it something that will hurt us in the future? So, all I have to say is that just take a look for yourselves online, Google it, do your research, and then make your own decision as far as how far you plan to take AI if you choose to write a book one day. So I just thought I would share with you what happened on a writers forum. I hope that each and every one of you will consider that, all the suggestions that have been tossed here. But again, do the research for yourself and find out. I do want to thank most of you who have decided to say some nice words or have mentioned some things about my book. Some good positive comments have been flowing my way about the new book, Strange Tales of Science Fiction, and I thank you so much for that. As far as Relay and Storm of South Central, I really appreciate your positive comments. So if you don't know, just look me up, or if you're on another site, you know where to go to look up my website, and just take a look. So as we begin the start of a new week, I want to wish everyone the best. Hopefully that you're doing well, and until the next time, take care.